I'm Brett Osborne, your safety officer for the National Society of Sons of the American Revolution Color Guard, and this little segment will detail several things that we do in ceremonies that might be of interest to those out there and just sharing these points. Part of this when we're doing wreath laying or presentations at monuments is you will have some very important people, some presidents of societies, some significant regions from the DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution. If you have those significant guests, what we found and recommend is having one or two people escort them up to the wreath or to the monument. And in doing that, you start with, of course, brief the person that you're escorting. You go up to them, come to attention, then you'll be at shoulder firelock. As you get ready to proceed to the wreath or the monument, one or both, if you have two people, will come to the recover position, which is this position right here. And you march forward. There was no port arms in that particular period. So as they're marching up the person, they get 6 paces from the monument or the wreath, they halt, and then they'll do the honors. If the person is a civilian and they curtsy as a DAR, or they render a hand salute as a former veteran, it's appropriate. At that time, the escorting guard will go to present arms, which is they'll lower and drop the musket to this and step back with their right foot behind them. So very simple. You're simply going at the recover, then dropping down to present. Once the honors are completed, you come back to the recover, you bring your foot up like this, you'll do the right or left face, and you'll escort that VIP off of the site. It adds a lot more to the ceremony. It's very easy to do. It's very simple, like I said, if you go from the recover to the present arms. The other is we're covering about salutes. Been discussion whether there was hand salutes or not. You'll see that in the demo. Actually, that started out in the French and Indian War. A lot of that had to do with soldiers that were wearing caps, like grenadiers, light infantry, dragoons, musicians. And so they couldn't take their hat off properly. Pickering was so impressed with this, and he wrote about it. And of course, some of this was the man was under arms. In other words, they were already at the shoulder firelock. He even went so far, instead of just the cap, but the hat. And what they did for a salute was the palm out salute. So that's another version that's out there. However, we never saw that adopted in any of the manuals. Although Pickering wrote about it, was impressed with it. It obviously had happened earlier, and it was present in the Crown Forces as well. So those are two of the things that we'll add. We'll also show some things doing the flag etiquette, flag honors when we have the flag detail come out in this video. Thank you.
Take care to escort. Attention. Shoulder firelock. Recover arms. Mark time, march. Forward, march. Halt. Present arms. Recover arms. Right haste. Mark time, march. Forward, march. Take care, flag presentation. Attention. Carry arms. Mark time, march.
This shows the correct procedure to carry a flag during windy conditions or with overhead obstructions.
Right
Hands are
wheel,
positioned
march.
right over left, right at shoulder level. The flagpole held straight 90
Halt.
degrees to the surface and to the right
Present
side.
arms. Carry arms. Water arm. Take care. Attention.
This is a demonstration on proper procedures to carry flags in a color guard.
Carry arms.
The national colors are carried at the front and presented at the flag's right. The eagle always faces forward. The full carry position is right over left, right at shoulder level, with the left at belt level at 90 degrees to the surface. The national flag is never carried or presented lower than any other flag.
Present arms.
When held at present arms, national colors are kept 90 degrees, with all others lowered to 45 degrees. Flags will be returned to the full carry at the command, carry arms.
Carry arms. Order arms.
Again, I'm Brett Osborne, the safety officer for the National Society Color Guard. I'd like to thank you for looking at these videos. I hope they've been informative. If you've got comments, suggestions, or remarks, please go to the National Society Color Guard webpage and contact us through that. I'd like to say, as from the former 1st Virginia Regiment, see you on the high ground. March to the sound of the guns.